Alright y'all, Farmer Dre back at it. As you guys see, I got the sprayer connected to the tractor. It is early morning. The sun's just coming up, but today I gotta spray the trees. This is a cover spray to keep the bugs and the fungus off the trees. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, like this video. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything, leave them down in the description box below. And you guys stay tuned for the ride while I spray the trees. Alrighty, so some of the things we are spraying on here today is I put 2 insecticides and 2 fungicides in there. Our orchard has some problem with the rot in the summertime, so that's the reason we put the fungicides in. And the insecticides is mainly, we put one for codling moths or ornamental codling moths, and then another one for that San Jose scale. Now we're at the crawler stage, so I'm spraying for that. And whenever we spray the trees, the wind has to be under 5 miles an hour or less, so we don't get a good cover spray on. So that's why, you know, it has to come out here early morning, because the wind for today is supposed to be up to 17 miles an hour. And right now it is currently 6:30 in the morning and there's hardly any wind. So between 6 in the morning and 9 o'clock in the morning, usually there's not really much wind, and then the wind comes in for the day. So it's just a matter of coming out here early morning and getting the trees covered up with the stuff to have a perfect crop for this year. So I just got done spraying the trees. The tank is empty. And as you guys see here, I cannot see out of the windows, and this is why it's very critical to not have the wind blowing, because if I wouldn't have a cab tractor, I would be all this chemical that's on the windows would be on me. So that's why, and towards the end, whenever it's about 8:30 right now, towards the end the wind started picking up, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna finish spraying. I finished the main part of the orchard, and then I just finished spraying all of our baby trees. So as you guys see, the windows are just covered. I gotta come do it with the pressure washer. But I want to stop here real quick and show you guys the apple leaves and how the spray did on the apples. Alrighty, so I'm in this in our Jonathan block, and the tractor's just right there. But I just want to come here and show you guys the apple leaves, and I want to show you exactly how our sprayer is calibrated. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But it is just misted. It's not really, you know, dripping from anything. So that's why it's very important to have a calibrated sprayer. I really shouldn't even be touching these leaves because they're pretty high, and I just spray chemicals on them, of course. So our sprayer is doing a good job. We just come through here and then the mist them up, and right now the wind started picking up. It's going to be up for the rest of the day up to 17 miles an hour. So I'm glad that I got done with the spraying, because now the wind's going to be up and then you can't spray anymore the rest of the day until the evening time. But I want to come in here and show you guys our apple crop for this year. And for the past few days we had a lot of storms, and look at that hail damage on that apple right there. So I want to say a good 75% of our crop can't be sold as number ones anymore just due to hail. And this is just scraped with hail right there. Just the hail came through. It wasn't very big, but it just takes a little nick, kind of like right there, and we can't sell the apple as number one. We'll still spray them and grow them, but we're just probably going to use them for the apple cider. So here's another good example of that spray. It's just on here. It's not really dripping off there, that leaf. So good old sprayer does a good trick to have good number one apples. This is the 4th spray of the year. We usually like to have 5 or 6 sprays on, but since the weather didn't cooperate with us, it is what it is. We can't change the weather, and that's the bottom line. So we get out here, we spray whenever we can, we mow whenever we can. It's just, then the next few days we're supposed to get more and more rain. So I believe next week, today's on a Friday, and by Wednesday we should get more storms. That gives me 4 days for the chemical to stay on the trees and keeps the bugs and the disease off of them. Because once it rains, they wash off the chemical, it's pretty much kaput, and then you gotta come back and put some more on. So what I gotta come now and do is I gotta wash the tractor and the sprayer, wash all the windows, everything, make sure it's nice and clean, because we gotta use the tractor more on the farm. And if we got a lot of the pesticide residue on there, it's not really safe for anybody else. So we got to make sure it is nice and clean and ready to go for today. Guys, that is pretty much it for today. I got done, we did, that's our, I believe our 5th spray of the year so far. We got to do a lot more, and you guys saw we had some hail damage, so it is what it is. We can't control the weather, and that's the bottom line. We just can't do that. So I just got done watching the tractor, disconnected it, and what we got to do now is we got to start bidding in the post for the high density apples, because all these storms we've been having, those trees have been flopping back and forth, and they're just trying to stay alive instead of, you know, trying to grow. So that's the next biggest step here on the farm, is get the high density apples done. And today it's really hot and humid. You know, it's barely early morning still, and it's just burning hot, you know, so it is what it is. Like I said, we can't control the temperature, the weather, the moisture, anything, so it is what it is. The only thing we can do is just stop complaining and just deal with it, I guess. But if you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like this video if you guys haven't already. Go ahead and comment down below. And I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. You guys have a good day, and we'll see you next time.